I'm going to share with you 7 tactics you can use to get the money you need to start your Amazon FBA business. And people ask me all the time, how do you create a passive income business that makes you the money you need to be able to pay your bills, to be able to travel, to be able to quit your job if you want to do that? And my answer is Amazon FBA. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video, is how you can start your own passive income business. And the truth is, it does take a little bit of hard work to get started, but once you get started, as long as you have a little bit of money to start, you can buy inventory. You can buy things like what's in these boxes right here. And the product in this box right here makes thousands of dollars per month. And the cool thing is, as I said, it took a little bit of hard work to get started, but now that it's up and running, all that we have to do is buy this inventory, send it into the Amazon warehouse, Amazon gets orders, ships it out, and we get paid. And it really is the best way out there, best legitimate way out there to create a passive income business. And I'm going to show you the product that's in this box later in this video. But first I want to show you the 7 tactics that you can use to start your own Amazon FBA business, even if you have no money. And make sure to stay till the end, because tactic number 7 is the most powerful tactic I've ever used, that I've ever learned, and it works even if you don't have any money. But the first thing I'll share with you is, if you don't have the money you need to start your own Amazon FBA business, look around your apartment and sell things. And for instance, out there I've got a surfboard. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I'm an absolute beginner at surfing. I'm not good at all. I'm trying to learn. But if I needed some money to start a business, I could sell that surfboard in a minute, get $100 for it. Another example is, I got this hammock out here. Now this hammock is one of the best things I've purchased in a long time. It costs around $100. But the cool thing about it is, I'll go out there and I'll read a book on the hammock, and I'll look out at the palm trees, and it makes me feel like I'm on vacation. And so I absolutely love this hammock, but if I needed some money to start a business, I'd sell this hammock, make another $100. And look around your house, look around your apartment, look for things that you could potentially sell to make a little bit of money. And that's a great way to get some capital to start your business. But here, come with me. I'll show you another example. So this coffee machine right here, I'll be honest with you, I don't drink coffee. I drink like herbal tea. I drink turmeric tea sometimes in the morning. I can't have coffee. I've got too much energy as it is. So potentially, right, I could sell this, but I wouldn't do that, because it's actually not my coffee machine. It's actually my girlfriend's coffee machine. But the cool thing about this, and this is tactic number 2, is this coffee machine retails for $300. But we got it for $150. We got it on sale. We got it at a discount. So what we could do is we could sell this coffee machine that we got for $150 for $300 on Amazon, get $150 in profit. Now the truth is, there are some Amazon fees, so it would probably only be about $100 in profit. But that's absolutely amazing. Think about that. You can go find things that are on a deep discount and be able to flip it on Amazon and make the difference. And this is called retail arbitrage. And that's where you go to retail stores, you find things that are on discount and flip them on Amazon. There's also online arbitrage, where you use coupons and find things online that are a really good deal and then flip them onto Amazon. Now, the third tactic I'm going to share with you, and this is a very powerful one, is you can actually look at how you can start saving money. So for instance, we actually just yesterday, we went to the farmer's market. We got all this delicious food. And the truth is, this was kind of pricey. You know, it's a lot cheaper to just purchase food at Ralph's. But I'm starting to do pretty well financially, and I really enjoy supporting local farmers. I enjoy trying local seasonal fruits. This is guava. It's actually pink on the inside. It's really tasty, and I think it's persimmons, and we got some different organic things. But when I was when I had my corporate job, I was not eating $12 a dozen eggs. These eggs they're pasture raised, they're ethical, all that kind of stuff. But when I had my corporate job, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't spending this kind of money on food. Now that I'm doing a little bit better, I enjoy spending the money on high quality fuel for my body, and I enjoy supporting local people. But when you're in that early phase, when you don't have a lot of cash, look at how you can save money. Another example actually is this entire apartment. So I absolutely love this apartment, but it's really expensive. And back when I had my corporate job, even though I was making $80,000 a year at my corporate job, I was living in a little studio. It was maybe like $800 a month in downtown Chicago. And I knew that I wanted to start a business. So I was saving my money. And then when I quit my job, at one point, I even moved back in with my parents. And to be honest with you, I was spending $400 a month in rent at my parents' place. And it was kind of, this is actually a personal thing, it was a huge ego kick to me because all of a sudden I went from making really good money to having to move back into my parents' house. But it was worth it because I was saving money. Every month that went by, I was saving a lot of money by living with my parents' house. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, if you are gonna splurge in one area of your life, I do think rent is a good place to spend a little extra money. Because for me, for instance, living in this apartment, it's not just about, and obviously $2,500 a month for such a small apartment, it's a little bit crazy, but the reason it's so expensive is because it's really close to the beach. And for me to be able to go to the beach, to be able to recharge my batteries when I'm stressed out, or if I'm feeling really down, I can go jump in the ocean. It's completely worth it for that reason. But then the other side of it too is the people that can afford to live in this neighborhood are probably doing something really cool, something really interesting. And I found a lot of my friends in this neighborhood, it's because there are other entrepreneurs that are really successful. And when I was living back home with my parents, that wasn't the case. The people that I was surrounded by in my suburb neighborhood, they weren't really doing anything that interesting. They weren't other entrepreneurs that I could learn from. And I will be doing a video where I talk about in depth something really interesting actually. I got paid $20,000 to move into this apartment, and I actually pretty much get this apartment for free, and I'm gonna be doing a video in depth in a few weeks on how you can get your dream apartment for free. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe. But I do wanna talk about what's in this box. And I'll do that in just a minute, but another tactic I want to give to you on how you can get the money you need to start your business is you can get a second job. Now, I know that's not revolutionary, but here is something that's I think a little bit more interesting. The second job you get, you shouldn't just go flip burgers at McDonald's. You shouldn't become a barista at Starbucks. Instead, what you should do is figure out how can you learn the skills that you're gonna need when you do start your Amazon business. So what I recommend doing is contacting different people that have physical products and tell them that you're gonna help them sell that product on Amazon. A lot of local shops, they sell really cool, unique things, but they're not selling on Amazon yet. You can help them sell on Amazon and either charge them a little bit of money or just take a percentage of the profits. And most companies, if they have any common sense, they're absolutely gonna wanna work with you on that. And so that way, not only are you making some side cash, you're learning the skills you're gonna need. Now, some other examples, you can use Upwork, you can use, there's a bunch of different online job marketplaces that you can go to offer your services, or you can learn different internet marketing skills. But whatever you do, if you do get a second job, make sure that it's something that is actually gonna help you learn the skills that you're gonna need. So now I do wanna share what's in this box. And as I mentioned, tip number 7 is actually going to be the most powerful tip, but this is a pretty powerful tip as well. So in this box is my girlfriend and technically my product as well. I'm an investor in her product, and that's my 5th tip is find someone to invest in your product. So this is Vino Cards. It's her product, and we had this idea for a product, but she didn't have a lot of money to start her business. So I went to her and I was talking to her about it, and I'm like, hey, why don't I give you the money you need to start your business? And I'll be honest with you, it's some of the best money I ever spent. I gave her, a few $1,000s to start her business, but in exchange, not only have I been paid back my money, on top of that, I was able to help her create her own passion product, her own product that she absolutely loves, and she was able to sell it on Amazon and start creating passive income. And each one of these units, it costs us, maybe $7, $8 to produce the unit. And then we sell it on Amazon. We have to pay all the different Amazon fees, and we have to pay some other, just random fees for owning a business. But in total profit, it's like around $15, $20 per unit, and we're selling 50 to 100 units of this product per month. And like I said, it's completely passive. It did take some work to initially design the product, to initially get the customer base to launch the product. But now that it's up and running, all we gotta do is buy these boxes of inventory, send it into Amazon, and Amazon ships it out to the customers. And that is so powerful. So what I recommend doing is looking around your life. Who could you get to invest in your product? And I am starting to invest in more students' products, specifically people that are in my course, the Passion Product Formula. But if you have an idea for a business and you're looking for an investor, leave it in the comments down below. I am looking to start networking and investing into lots of different Amazon businesses. So now, before I get into tip number 7, first off, make sure you hit that like button. If you've been getting value from this video, smash that like button. But tip number 6 is you can actually get a loan. I don't recommend this in most situations. You can go to family and friends again, ask for loans. You can also go to banks, and there's also a lot of online services that will give you money to start your business. So with that out of the way, finally, the most powerful tip I got for you, tactic number 7 here, do a Kickstarter, do an Indiegogo, crowdfund your product. And I actually did this. I raised $15,000, which paid for most of my initial production run. And the cool thing about a Kickstarter, the cool thing about Indiegogo or any of those crowdfunding campaigns is it doesn't take any money to start. You will have to put in a little bit of time and energy to get your marketing out there, to get your campaign up and running. But you don't have to pay for the product. The way that crowdfunding works is you do the marketing, you launch your crowdfunding, people give you money. In my case, it was $15,000. I take that money, I go produce the inventory, and then I send the inventory that I produce back to the people. So people are giving you money in exchange for a hopeful promise that you'll eventually send them a product. And this is so powerful. I raised $15,000. Ariana raised over $5,000. I recently invested in one of the students in my course. He made close to $5,000. And you don't really need to, like I said, you don't need to spend a lot of money to raise that money on Kickstarter. I've had a lot of other students that have had a ton of success. And the good thing is, after your Kickstarter, you produce the inventory, and you could be, once you start selling on Amazon, you can start making a lot of money. My product, Performance Nut Butter, I make around $300 per day profit from it. And in this video right here, I talk in depth on how you can make $300 a day profit. And I talk all the details on how you can properly do a Kickstarter, how you can properly start selling on Amazon. So click on that video. I'll see you in the next video. And thanks for watching, and remember to enjoy the journey.